Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Drakiith and Exsellsior. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker, as we resume the adventures of Silverleaf and his motley band of misfits. Now, it has been a while, 4 months to be exact, but with the official crowdfunding campaign for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous right around the corner, it seemed like a good time to officially resume our adventures in the Stolen Lands. It is worth noting that I am a bit rusty, but I've also gone out of my way to refamiliarize myself with exactly where we left off last time. And today, I thought we'd ease ourselves back into things by picking up right where we left off last time, as we head for the Old Sycamore to investigate the circumstances surrounding Jathal's death. Let's get to it. Now, first things first, you'll notice Amiri's still suffering from that negative level she got during our fight with the Soul Devourer. Let's get that taken care of.
Ready for anything.
There we go. Now we'll just toss up some quick basic skill buffs, and we'll see if we can find that dead boar that Ennio, the traveling merchant, told us about. Let's see here. Okay, well, he specifically said it was near the giant tree, so this is a pretty good place to start. Yeah, there it is. Let's go have a look. Nice to see we've left all these bones and cold campsites behind. Really makes it feel like we're leaving a mark on the Stolen Lands. Though not necessarily in a good way. Alright, we know there's likely to be skill checks here, so let's get that Song of Competence going. Thank you, Lindsay. And here we go. Jathal approaches the boar's carcass, carefully examining the ground around it. See, there should be a pool of blood, but it's not here. It seems the beast came from somewhere else, already wounded, and then died here. But I can't track the direction. The ground is rocky. It would take a troll to leave footprints here. Jathal inspects the wounds on the boar's neck. The cuts are distinctive, like the kind my dagger would make. It has a few deep serrations on one side of the blade, so it wounds like a saw-toothed weapon on that side. So far, everything backs up the half-elf story. But how can we find the one who stabbed the boar? Ekin looks closely at everything around him. A strange place. Anxiety knocks on the door of my mind. Don't understand where it came from. There's not much blood around the wound. Looks like it was inflicted once the blood had already curdled. After the beast's death, not before. Astute. As for the wound, it's all very strange. We need more information. Dissection of the carcass might help. Perhaps we'll learn something new. Jaethal nods and slowly unpacks the tools and items one needs for such work. Together, you bend over the carcass of the wild boar. At first, the dissection doesn't provide any details, until you note the small water plants in the boar's stomach. They are also stuck to its muzzle and tusks. It seems the beast was near water recently, otherwise the duckweed in its stomach would already be digested. The nearest source of water is the Thorn River, and plants like that grow along its backwaters. Let's go there and search the shore. Jaethal suddenly smiles with a corner of her mouth. She does it in a strange, almost convulsive manner, as if her undead face had long ago forgotten the expression. How amusing. To look for evidence, to seek connections between events. As before, during my service in Keonan. However, this is the first time I've played the victim. How droll. Okay, I guess that's all we can do here. Let's head back out to the world map and see where that takes us. Aha, there we go. Thorn Riverbank. Stone structures that somewhat resemble stalagmites cover the eastern bank of the Thorn River here. They form natural labyrinths where no one knows what they might find around the next corner. Oh, Kingdom event. It has been a while, so let's see what's going on. Trade agreement with Patax. Patax will allow our merchants to pay significantly lower trade tariffs. Well, that could arguably make a good long-term investment, but that's a pretty steep buy-in price. We obviously can't afford it now, so we'll just toss it on the back burner. Alright, back to the murder mystery. Relatively small map. Loot immediately in sight to the south. Let's go grab that.
All according to plan.
And we've got dire boars, so I guess we're in the right place. I can't quite remember the relative strength of our party, but I know we've handled dire boars before. Let's toss up a couple of quick buffs and we'll take them out. Let's shake some of this rust off.
I grant you
You
death.
cannot stand against me.
Hey, nice. Oh, and I guess it's over. That actually felt a little too easy. I might have to double check the difficulty settings later. Ancient Rostlandic coin. Nice, something new for the storyteller. And a fairly conspicuous trap. Lindsay?
Anything else?
Yeah, probably. There we go.
Applause, please. Applause, please.
Ah, Lindsay, I've missed you. Well, I'm guessing those are the people we're here for. And we've still got buffs running, so let's do this. No, that's her. She's found us. Monster, we knew that you would always thirst for blood. You will not take our lives easily. Oh, well, so much for diplomacy. I guess we'll have to beat some sense into them. Caster and back. Let's get the archers on him. That might be too much sense. Yeah, they're dead. Jaethal freezes in front of the dead elven girl. It's hard to read anything on the Inquisitor's face, but her posture suggests tension, the trembling force of a tightly stretched bowstring. What a lovely child, and she looks so like my Nordalara. Even death could not twist her beauty. With a blank look in her eyes, Jaethal passes her hand above the girl's body. The feeling of an oppressive force, cold and painful, becomes nearly physical. A convulsion passes through the body of the dead elven girl. With a quiet moan turning into a cry, the corpse opens her eyes and rises. Jaethal looks at her in amazement, as if she is surprised by what she has done. Animating the dead? I had no idea you could do that. I never knew of this side of my power. Something has awakened in me. The ability to share Urgathoa's gift. Jaethal studies her newly created undead with the look of a sculptor contemplating her creation. Withering under the stare, the undead girl begins to tremble. What have you done to me? What is this? I saved you from oblivion, you and all your beauty, foolish child. Now you bear Urgathoa's gift, just as I. You are undead, if you prefer the word used by uncomprehending, narrow minds. No, it's better I follow my friends into death than to become a disgusting undead creature. An unnaturally strong convulsion shakes the girl's body. She glares at you. I beg you for mercy. She doesn't have a heart, but you're different. You still live. Let me die. Put me out of my misery. Oh, boy. Why did you attack us? The wide eyes of the elven girl are filled with confusion. We only meant to protect ourselves. The Wanderer warned us that this monster was chasing us. The elf points at the icy calm Jaethal. He told us that she sought new sacrifices. Everyone in Keonan knows that she killed elves for the sake of her damned goddess. And still, she managed to get away with it, walked freely into exile. If we had known that she would track us down, we would never have left the forests of our homeland. Who is this Wanderer who claimed that Jaethal was chasing you? We knew him as Wanderer, but it's only a nickname. I do not know what his true name is. He is a half-elf. My friends knew him. They said he has a wanderer's soul that takes him from one place to another. I've seen him a couple of times in Keonan, and recently I've seen him on the road. He caught up with us to warn us of the danger. He has brown hair and yellow-green eyes, like a cat. Please, I don't know anything else. Release me. Every moment in this lifeless body drives me mad. Jaethal, what are you going to do with this poor girl? I will not harm her, and I will not let her harm herself. She is frightened, and does not understand the gift she just received. Elves live long lives, but they are still subjects of time. Only Urgathoa's gift can shield them from it. Eternal life, eternal youth, eternal immortal beauty. Can anything else be compared to this? Jaethal says the last words thoughtfully, as if the answer is not entirely clear to her. Can't believe I say it, but I agree with the corpsey one. Everyone can fall down and die. You don't need no bravery or brains for that. If you fall, you must get up and move on. I've done it many times, and I bet this Elfie will be able to get back up too, after she pulls herself together. Too bad to be undead? Worse to be really dead, or when you give up. Why would someone prolong the senseless agony of being, when one can be finished with it once and for all? I do not like this. Harem shakes his head in condemnation. I've made a decision. You should allow the poor girl to die, Jaethal. This is her wish. Plus, for some, eternity might not be a gift. Jaethal frowns. I cannot disobey my patron and master of these lands. However, I hope you will not make a habit of disposing of valuable resources like that. Such waste is bad for both the ruler and his subjects. Yes, well, be that as it may, I'm sure that someone laid a false track straight to the elven camp and convinced the elves that we were hunting them. Everything points to this. And we know who did this, do we not? A sudden appearance, a dagger, a false trail. The half-blood will have many questions to answer. I'll start with, why did you kill me? And finish with, how pathetic do you feel now, having failed twice to send me to oblivion? Sure, that sounds reasonable. If Enio really deceived both of us and these elves, forcing us to shed innocent blood, then he must be made to pay. You see, now we both have something to ask the half-blood about. This will be amusing. Let us hurry to the capital. Okay, let's, finish having a look around, and then we will do just that. Gotta say, this is a lot messier than I'd like. Elven Curve Blade +1. Not much use to us, but that is worth a fair amount of coin. Just, try not to think of where it came from. Hey there. Don't mind us, just having a look around.
What a find! In due time.
Alright, I think we're done, so let's get back to Stag's Fall. Just trying to think if there's anything else we want to do while we're out here. No, I guess we'd better drop off Jathal first. Oh, there's Jathal. I'm guessing Enio is long gone. Either that or she's killed him. Looks like the former. He's fled, as I expected. Jathal touches the boxes that hold the merchant's wares. Her moves seem relaxed until you notice that her undead fingers are tense and bent, like the claws of a predator. It's pointless, illogical. Those children in the woods could hardly be expected to kill us. Why the performance? There must be something. Jathal freezes. Then, in an instant, she pulls a note from Enio's wares. She glances at it and silently hands it to you. There's only one phrase on the note. No way out. And the image of a spiral comet in place of a signature. The symbol of Pharasma. I believe the Lady of Graves holds Zergothoa in disfavor, and the most faithful of her followers seek out the undead to exterminate. True, a conflict of faith, you see. If Enio is a follower of Pharasma, he's certainly a cowardly one. First, he attacks me while I was unconscious. Then he tries to kill me by proxy. Is there something I'm missing? Whatever Enio believes, he has no right to lie and drag people unwittingly into his holy war. Perhaps he's both fanatic and fool. He struck me down like a coward in the wastelands, only to see me rise again with renewed strength. Then he used those unfortunate youngsters against me, only to fail again. A lack of scruples can be a strength, but not if one lacks will. Thank you for your help. I will not distract you further. I will seek out this amateur backstabber and will inform you immediately of any news. If the half-blood wants to dispatch me to his goddess, let him do it in person. All right then. It seems that Enio has disappeared, leaving his more cumbersome belongings behind. Well, obviously, I think it's fair to say that didn't go anywhere near as smoothly as we would have liked it to. But what's done is done. At this point, we're really just stuck with the consequences. Anyway, let's sell off this loot, and I think we've actually got enough time to head back out. I think we actually need that. But we can get rid of that elven curved blade. Okay, let's go find something to do. In fact, I think we actually need to give these to the old beldame. I think we needed to ask her about a missing kid, too. Alright, let's hit the pause button real quick. I'll assemble our party, check our journal, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, so we do have the herbs we need for the old beldame, but it turns out we also need 10 black rattle caps, which we apparently can find here at the Mud Bowl. A strange pool of bubbling mud sitting in a narrow gorge between several hills. The mud is heated all year long by geothermal activity, and it provides fertile ground for plants and insects, as well as some more peculiar forms of life. The surface of the mud ripples as bursting bubbles release clouds of malodorous vapor. Sounds nice. We've never actually traveled down there before, but I think we can reach the Swamp Witch's hut if we just follow this road. Let's head on over and see what we can find. Okay, entering unknown territory, so we do need to keep our guard up. Well, that was quick. And we're already getting exhausted. That is unfortunate timing.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Primal Manticore. I believe that means poison, so let's buff accordingly.
You're God.
Alright, let's do this.
Serves you right.
Let's finish them quick. Tear them apart! Let yourself open.
Wow, okay then. Again, I might have to double check our difficulty settings, but there were a lot of misses in there. It could be that we're just front-loaded on strikers. Anyway, nothing left to loot, so I guess we're done here. Actually, let's go ahead and set up camp before we leave. It's been a while, so we should get some rest.
Patience.
In fact, since we've taken care of that negative level on Amiri, I guess we can reset Harem's spell slots. Hold on. Ah, okay. We haven't actually killed the Scythe tree yet, so let's load up on Death Ward spells. That actually works out pretty nicely. Get some rest, heroes.
Lindsay, I don't want to talk about myself, or my family, or my life. I don't.
I even didn't open my mouth yet, and already you're shutting me up. I just wanted to ask if you had any salt left.
Poor Lindsay. All right, moving on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get over there from here. Just need to follow the road to the Shrike River, and then I think we can head straight west from there. As a bonus, that should also reveal a handful of new points of interest. Iron Mine. Can't actually claim it just yet. Alright, I'm assuming that is our black rattlecap. Yeah, definitely not normal mushrooms. Let's have a look around. Strange. Must be against nausea or sickness. It did say there were noxious vapors. You know what? Let's boost our savings throws real quick.
The end draws near.
Whoa, okay. I didn't see that coming. I have no idea what that is, but let's fall back and regroup.
That is not far.
Well, no luck in actually identifying that thing, but it looks like a shambling mound on steroids, so let's treat it accordingly.
No mistakes.
Let's get ourselves buffed and we'll take it on. Just trying to remember what everything does.
Grotus awaits us.
Alright, well, that's probably enough. We'll just run with what we've got. This thing's a plant, so we'll want to open up with a few fire attacks.
Something bothering you?
Wow, okay, another pretty quick fight. But it did land a pretty nasty hit against Doggo. And Doggo is paralyzed. I guess that freedom of movement spell would have actually come in handy. Tendriculos. Level 14. You know, I'm going to say we got lucky there. Let's see here.
Yes, I'm still here.
I will protect.
Yeah, doesn't look like we have any way to remove that paralysis, but it is only running for 60 seconds, so
As it should be.
we'll just have a look around while we wait for it to wear off. Frost Battle Axe +1. Not bad. Again, it's certainly not useful for our current party, but that is a valuable find. Okay, I think we are done. Yep, that's everything. We're just waiting on Doggo. There we go. Moving on. Alright, well, that was, pretty much all we needed to do over here, so let's follow the river, knock out this little chunk here, and, then we'll start heading for the witch's hut. Empty Skull Rock. Interesting. Wolf Lair. Looks like we've got a kingdom event too, but we can't actually access it from here. You know what? Yeah, let's go check out that lair. One of the many wolf lairs hidden in the Camelins. These animals usually avoid people, but any Camelin's inhabitant knows that hunger can make a wolf reckless and unafraid. A pack led by a powerful alpha can even terrorize distant settlements, as well as lone travelers. Even wary travelers who enter a wolf pack's territory may find themselves meeting a grim fate. So, wolves led by an alpha. I think we can handle that. Okay, let's toss up a few basic buffs and we'll have a look around. Wow, normal wolves.
Be generous to them, for I am not.
Not exactly, challenge rating appropriate. Well, I'm sure we'll run into something bigger here somewhere. Might even run into a werewolf or two. You know what? Let's get our formation fixed real quick. I didn't readjust it after we dropped Valerie. There we go. Kind of an arrowhead formation. Doggo on point. And we can clearly see loot up top. Huh, more wolves. Okay then. Ah, right. Should have seen that coming. That's fine, it's just more normal wolves. There's gotta be something heavier here somewhere. Ah, okay. Well, 3 alphas. Obviously a step up in difficulty, though nothing we couldn't handle. Let's grab these pelts and check out that cave. Ooh, melted shard of a ring. Another artifact fragment. Wolf Victim's Book. There are many goblin tribes in Avestan. These militant creatures do not construct cities. Instead, they build their settlements in forests, ancient ruins, or in caves. Goblins do not farm. They collect waste, rob, and loot. In other words, parasitize on more developed civilizations, who avoid any diplomatic relations with these dangerous pests. Goblins experience pathological fear of horses and dogs. Despite this, they do not disdain the company of wolves, which they use as mounts. In battle, goblin riders are terrifying. They are a striking force that breaks into the enemy's formation and carries horror and death to all who happen to be caught on the way. Goblins are often accompanied by wargs. These creatures are larger than ordinary wolves and have even more ferocious temper. Although wargs allow goblins to ride on their backs, it's highly questionable who is the master and who is the pet among those two. Another beast, which should be known to the curious explorer of the wolves and goblin tribes, is a barghest. Scientists consider these monstrous creatures to be related to goblins, but in appearance they are very similar to wolves. Barghests are very dangerous. They are able to shapeshift to instill a feeling of boundless despair in their victims and tear them apart while they are in a helpless state. For the goblins, barghests are sacred creatures. They believe these monsters once initiated the goblin race. A nice little glimpse at the lore there. I do appreciate that sort of thing.
In due time.
Alright, looks like the caves are a dud, so, I guess we're finished.
All according to plan.
Only one exit. That's fine. Well, looks like we're past the 40-minute mark anyway, and I think this has been sufficient to ease us back in. Let's hit the pause button for now, and we'll pick up here next time, as we blaze a trail across the stolen lands and deliver some mushrooms to a harmless old woman. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official Discord server, the official Facebook page, the official Twitter feed, or the original crowdfunding campaign over on Kickstarter. As always, links are in the description.